Think running a day spa is all massages and relaxation? There is nothing relaxing about owning a day spa, but we're here to help. Serious spa owners know that being in the spa business isn't for the weak. It takes hard work, planning, and just a bit of luck. We should know because we've owned a successful day spa for over 20 years. Now we're opening up our playbooks and giving you the business insights to run your day spa rather than letting it run you. This is a Spapreneur podcast with Lynn Graves and Ramona Rice.
Hi, Ceci.
Good morning, Mona. I'm a little bit tired. I've been doing too much. I'm burning candles at all ends, and I'm just sort of at the bottom of my barrel. You know what I mean?
A little bit, just because I feel like I'm gearing up for that with all the life changes.
Yeah, well, you are the culprit in a lot of this, but I can at least see the light at the end of the tunnel. But
you get your house back.
Yes, I get my house back and you get a new house, and I'll be very proud of it, but I'm a little tired, and it's an emotional and physical thing. So I'm learning how to ask for help, even though I don't like to ask for help.
Yeah, asking for help is hard because it's for some of us, especially us control-driven people, which most business owners are a little bit control-driven.
Well, I think you have to be somewhat.
Oh, you absolutely have to be, because if you're not control-driven, then all of a sudden people do stupid things and you're blamed for it.
Yeah. Well, that, and you need to be controlled enough that you put your essence and principles into place and that your minions follow.
Right. But the key is that you have to empower the minions that can be empowered to help you.
Well, this is what I have learned as a lesson through the great house renovation of Ramona.
Well, first up, this house fought back.
Oh my God. Y'all cannot understand a house that truly has a spirit in it. So I have, whether Grimmel knows it, the house of Grimmel, that's her fiance, knows this or not. When I show up, he has Google, which I'm really starting to enjoy. And I say, okay, Google, turn on contemporary Christian music. And I blast it as loud as I can because, by God, the blood of Jesus is going to be pouring over that damn house. And then before y'all move in, we're going to get Kay to come and smudge the shit out of it. And then I'm going to find me a good Roman Catholic to sprinkle some holy water on it. This house is going to be divine within the spirit. And if I can get some Buddhist monks, that would really cap it off.
To chant.
Yes. So, yes. I learned my first lesson because I thought I was good at delegating, but I found I'm not good at asking for help. And when I got the single person auger to dig the post holes myself for the fence in the backyard.
That no one told her to do this.
No, but the ground was soft. And when I revved it up and it tried to take me out, and I was like, motherfucker. And I put it back in the car and said, screw that. I went next door to my guys who do construction and I asked for help. Now, it came at the tune of $4,000, but it was worth it. So I'm learning to ask for help because I'm getting older. You know how I'm getting older? I'm
not saying anything.
No, I just got a invitation to my 40th class reunion. And that's down in Pensacola, Florida, actually Cantonment, Florida. I went to Tate High School. So if there are any Tate Aggies out there that actually are listening to this, or I also went to Gulf Breeze for a little while, quite a few while. So any of y'all listening, please personally reach out to me. But I realized 40 years ago, I graduated from high school. What an idiot I was. I was so stupid, so young.
And like a year later, you had me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Let's see. I had you. This is how sleepy I am this morning, folks. I can't. Oh, her birthday's in May. And I graduated. Well, yeah, a little over a year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. That's dumb.
But here was the interesting thing. I really thought culturally growing up that my classmates, that we were very culturally diverse. And I'm flipping through all these pictures and all I see is white. Oh my God, there's a black person in my class. White. Oh, there's two.
Yeah.
I was really, God, how idiot I am. I'm glad I have a company that's very diversified. So it was interesting.
Yeah, and my 20th high school reunion is coming up this year, and we live in the area where I went to high school. My fiance teaches at that high school, which is hilarious to me. But I don't plan to go because it's like, why?
Yeah, well, I don't know a lot of those people. I mean, if some of my favorite teachers are going to be there, I might be tempted to jot down their real quick.
Be alive?
Yeah, they would. And I don't know. I just don't have a reason to know. Now, if it were my massage therapy class, because there were 21 of us in class, I'd be all about that. That'd be fun to see where they are, where they landed up, what modalities they really walked into. Which ones decided this shit's just too hard to do?
Yeah, I mean,
dropped out.
Yeah.
Oh, I would love to do that. That's what I need to do. Reach out to my massage school and have a class reunion from my massage therapy class. Okay, I'm waking up now.
Okay.
Good morning, people.
Good stuff. So anyway, this is the Spapreneur podcast. My name is Ramona Rice. That's Lynn Graves. We are the Spapreneur. Sussy. Yes. And today we are talking about how do you ask for help? How do you delegate? Because I see this all the time in our group and other groups that we hear all this all the time. I can't hire anybody. They won't do it as good as me. I'm so overwhelmed and this and that. The biggest reason why you're overwhelmed is that you're trying to do everything. Now, I'm going to be very clear. At the beginning of your career, you have to do everything because unless you are independently wealthy, you have an independently wealthy husband, and technically Ceci did have that.
Well, he wasn't wealthy, but he was supportive, and
right.
You weren't reliant on my income.
Right. But there still was a lot of shit you did yourself. You didn't have anybody really helping you.
Yeah, well, because I was curious and I was evolving. It was very organic for me, and that's a wonderful way to be. I see that with Beth, Chicago Beth. She's very organic in how she goes about it, and some of the others, and that's fun for me. But that's more of a luxury and a personality type, I think. Oh, while I'm saying personality type, if y'all heard the word owl in the last podcast, let us explain real quick.
Okay. Sometimes, as technology friendly as I am, for some reason, episode 40 is now the lost episode. We had this amazing episode where we complimented my crazy grandma who passed away, and we read a poem, and we talked about
Grandma Tigger stole it.
She probably did, the bitch.
Anyway, we lost the episode, so it was about personality types. We will come back to that again another day, but it was naming personality types, and there was an owl that we mentioned in the whole group as far as personality. So that's where it came from. So just sort of think of it as a cuss word and go bleep.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you anymore. It just sort of happened.
There were a few tears shed over losing that because it was
sweet. A good episode.
Yeah, so we'll come back to it.
But again, had we had help doing this, but I'll give a perfect example. So this podcast, we record it here ourselves. I write like the show notes and upload it. But John Buchanan for Audio Editing Solutions, I pay someone to professionally edit
John,
these.
you're blipping out some of my favorite little words and saying where I'm like joking. I can tell he is.
No, he's not.
He's not going to be my favorite anymore.
No, he's totally not.
Okay.
No, seriously.
Sybil says that he's been bleeping me out.
Sybil is crazy because no, he's not. Weirdo. Stop that. You leave John alone. John, I'll protect you from crazy.
Fine, John. I love you.
Yes. But that's the thing. I know how to edit audio, but it won't be as good as John does.
Yes.
Because that's what he does for a living.
And you have to put a value on your time. You might enjoy doing something, but is your time better spent doing something else?
I'll give a great example of that. My adorable stepfather, Dupas. The day I had to take the website from him, it was awful.
Oh my God, folks, this was a major family crisis. Major, because he thinks he's creative in that way. I think he's got creativity, but it's been stifled for so long that it's going to take a little while for him to amp it back up.
Sure.
But Mona, you're 20 years younger, 30 years younger than him.
Right.
So you come at it from a fresh perspective. And that's important, folks, to hear those words. And the freshness keeps the business alive. And we needed a new perspective.
And I had found a company to do it. It's a great company to work with if you're wanting like a website that's full service. It's called Spa Boom. And for us at that time, we really needed it.
We still use it. Somewhat. We still have it in play. I'm not getting rid of them.
No, they're really good. Their customer service is good. They're a smaller company, but they care about this industry.
Yes.
They specialize in this. So, going to him and telling him that it's hard. Sometimes you have to ask for help by asking people to let things go.
Well, what she did was she came to me and said, Dubai's got to let go of this because that website looks like crap.
Well, it did.
She was right. So we have more from that, but you have to reach out and get correct help. But you got to identify where you need help.
So let's talk about the various things you can do. These are things that you can do whether you have a big team like us or if it's just you. Number one is you're going to eventually need some type of help managing your desk. If you want to grow,
oh my God,
you've got to have that.
Folks, we have said this several times, especially early on in the podcast. And I read this in the Nails magazine. I mentioned to you guys a long time ago that the Nails magazine is one of the best magazines out there when it comes to beauty service industries because they have such good advice that you can use.
And it's free.
Yes, and it's free. And it just, you're not into nails. I get it, but there's good marketing stuff in there that I read all about independent contractors in there and room booth rentals and that type of thing. And one of the things I said 20 something years ago was whatever it takes, hire a front desk person. Mm-hmm. You need to do it.
It makes a difference. One, because it will give you more time to actually work in the room. Two, it will create an immediate buffer between you and the client that is necessary. So they see you as the joyful part of it, and then they see the front desk person as the person they pay.
Yes, and it creates a new atmosphere of this is a business. Yes, it's a personal service, but understand that it is a business and you will treat me respectfully as a business owner. So
now let's say you don't have the space, like you're just renting a room, so you don't have a space to have a full front desk. What you can do is hire a virtual assistant for a lot of these tasks. You can get one locally in the United States. It's going to be more expensive if you do it in the United States or England.
No. You want somebody with an accent. If you're going to do it, Ruthie Hardy and I discovered we wanted somebody with an accent. I can't even emulate an accent. You want an Australian accent or a very sweet British accent. You want that accent because it's really something special.
I think because I work with so many British people now, it's no longer special. I'm
okay.
just like, but I'm different.
The Scottish people still turn you on.
Not anymore. No. One of the Adams was crazy.
Donkey.
Scott. No.
Oh,
no.
So
no.
sad.
Yeah, whatever. But the point is that virtual assistants, so they can do things. If you don't want them necessarily to talk to your clients and do phones, they can return emails for you. They can help you keep your inventory for you. They can help you do your marketing schedule, social media post. So many things that they can do for you. For example, for Spapreneurs, I have Sam. She's a premium virtual assistant. It costs me $800 a month to have her. That's on the high end. I'm not going to lie to you, but you can get them much less than that. So the reason I chose, I'm doing that.
That was a butt clencher.
Well, and then I also have Jess Hershey, who's amazing. She does graphic work. So right now I don't have her because we're focusing on Sam, because Sam's an email specialist and I needed someone for emails of all this stuff. Don't give me that look. I have a plan.
I trust you. Yeah. I trust you.
But that's the thing. Know them. So you can even have multiple virtual assistants if you don't want to.
If you go on the lower end, what can you, as far as cost wise, expect to pay someone?
I think anywhere between minimum probably $300 a month. If you go for something like in the Philippines, which is where the bulk of them are, and most of them speak English beautifully.
Okay,
beautifully.
I was thinking that I wasn't going to say it,
but honestly, if I'm going that route, it means that I'm not going to have them use really on the phone. Instead, I'm going to have them do things like schedule social media posts, do the email follow-ups, make sure they send the surveys out, those kind of things.
Okay.
The other thing you can do, instead of paying that, you can pay for a service like Demand Force, which is kind of like a virtual
I gotta
assistant.
say, Demand Force is very high-end quality. And one of the things I have loved most about them is that they will give you free training as often as you need it at no additional cost. And they really, really, really want you to use the product as well as you can. It is a fabulous program, and it's an Intuit program. If you don't know what Intuit is, that's a big time company.
They're the ones that do Quick Mortgage, QuickBooks, those kind of things. So it is a really big company, and it's a great service. So you just need to sometimes, even like when you're following our advice, you try to do everything yourself. Guys, all the stuff that we do, we don't do ourselves.
No,
we just can't.
Well, I mean, seriously, I'm involved in the construction of Ramona's house, and I'm very hands-on. I've had sheetrock up my nose for the past 2 days. I have to rely on my front desk staff to act in my place, and they have done so much so that our computers were running ungodly slow. So Lyric, without even calling me, called our IT guy. And that's another thing that I think is important to have is we have an IT specialist, and he called Dino, and it's $100 an hour when Dino works with us. I don't care because Dino will fix it. Mm-hmm. And for $100 to have me up and running correct, awesome.
And it's so much faster to hire Dino than it is for us to go on YouTube and try to figure it out ourselves.
Oh my God. No, there would be no figuring out. All three of us would have stood there looking at going, come on, baby, come on. Yeah. You can do this.
It's the same thing as someone saying, we've all seen those like massagers that like the thumpers and all that go, back and forth and all. That's it will release muscles, but it won't do the same job as you guys.
Yes.
The Clarisonic does not replace a professional esthetician.
No.
I do love my Clarisonic. Clarisonic, you may send us Clarisonics. We will gladly accept them. But that's what I mean. Like, even with the tools and the tricks, having an expert do that. So yes, for a while you can piecemeal some of these things, but it's really great to hire people you trust and to get this stuff done. It's just know your lane. Like, if I were to open a day spa right now, I would not do the decorating of that day spa. I would hire someone to do it because that's not my lane.
Hire me.
Exactly. Me. I'm really lucky that way. But at the same time, if Ceci were opening another day spa for business, for business practices and things like that, who would you hire?
Oh, I would reach out to a team of people. It'd be between you and DuPod to get advice and where to go. And then I go to the accounting firm to find out the correct accounting. I would go to some of the trade shows. I know that some of you are not crazy about AMTA. There are some of their political practices I don't appreciate. However, their conventions are very good because there's a lot of information. Let me throw out another convention that I think is one of the premier that if you don't live in Florida, you don't know about it. FSMTA. Florida State Massage Therapy Association. I had the privilege of going there when I was teaching Ashiatsu. We had a booth there, so we were all supporting it. But the magnitude of the education and the information that was out there on a business spectrum was phenomenal. So, yeah, that's what I would do.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. Go get advice from somebody else. Stop asking for advice in Facebook groups, guys. Stop it.
Yeah, it's good to get opinions. Opinions are fine. When we were questioning whether or not to be sponsored by this certain software and we threw it out there to you guys, wow, we got your opinions and we heard them loud.
That was different because we're asking our audience what they want. That's the difference. But I have seen several of you, because I'm part of all the groups, and you're asking the same questions in all the groups. And instead of asking that, hire a coach to get you through whatever section it is.
To me, when you do that, and now we still want you to reach out to the group because there's some good, there are people that know.
Actually, I'm going to tell you no.
Okay.
And here's why. Right. We have switched to having Spapreneur community. If you want expertise advice, you need to invest in the community.
Yeah, and that is where you get your best information. And in the end, sometimes it comes off as whining. Not good information, but just flat out whining. And it's like, don't be a whiner. Go back to your roadmap, figure out where you're going, figure out why you're stumbling here. Even if it's a simple Excel spreadsheet. Okay. If you're needing a spreadsheet for inventory or hours or clients or anything like that, stop asking the group. Go to Excel. Figure out how to use Excel more professionally.
Or guess what? Google.
Yeah.
You can Google. Trust me, Google has Google Sheets. It's free. You can go into Google and say, I need a spreadsheet to track inventory. And there will be templates somebody has already
made. I didn't know that. Yeah. But because I like using Excel and it's a very comfortable program to me. But that's, your generation.
Yeah.
So.
Because it's cloud-based, it's free, and you can use it on any device.
Where is the cloud?
It's in the cloud.
I do not understand.
Okay, so cloud is basically, there are various, okay, so server. Do you understand what a server is? Not a waiter. I saw your face. Okay. So a server is where you store data files. Okay.
Yes, I understand.
So the cloud is actually not actually a cloud. There's no cloud above that Jesus is provided.
Great big building.
Yes, several of them. And like, for example, Amazon has some of the largest cloud farms in the world, and they have them in various different sites. So when you apply for Amazon's storage service, which we have for our community to get all like our PDFs and downloads and things like that, I wish you guys could see his face.
I'm just thinking heaven's going to look a lot different than I'm thinking it's going to
No,
look.
it's not in heaven. It's in ours is in Ohio. And I've been to Ohio. That's definitely not heaven. Sorry, Ohioans. You know I'm
so
right.
I get it. They're in big buildings.
Yeah, and they have people, and so they only have so many files in that one. So that's why you have to pay for storage of it typically. That's why the Google Drive is really great, because you can use it on any device, or two people at once can work in the same document, and you don't have to save and keep sending it back.
Okay, now, all that she just said was kind of gobbledygook to me, but it's still necessary for business. So that's why I reach out to Ramona sometimes, even though I understand everything she says, even though she talks very quickly. I make her break it down to me in elementary terms. And then when I think to myself, no, screw this, I'm not doing this. You do it. I delegate. That's when I do start asking for help. It's not my strength. It's not.
The other thing is when you've outgrown something. For example, I have outgrown scheduling social media posts at De-Stress. We're now training Kristen to do that because I've outgrown that. That is, it's not worth my time to do it because it's something that she can learn and she'll enjoy doing.
And it makes her feel special.
Yes.
Somebody pointed out that we have her title as social media coordinator. And this guy is older than me. And he said, social media? Social. And he's thinking parties. No. It's marketing. So, yes, I know I'm saying stupid things to all you youngins out there. But so we are training Kristen. And in between that, she's able to back up, answer the phones, and help us around the office. So it's a win-win.
Yeah, it's just finding her and then with Lyric, we've transferred over like day-to-day management of the day spa. And what are you doing? What do I have a what?
The dog farted.
Okay.
All of a sudden.
All of a sudden, Sissy Lily, she had something on the top of her lip that she was like, what in the world? And I'm like, all I'm doing is talking about Facebook.
Look, we're in a closet, okay? And there's a dog here, and I think she just pooted.
And she's asleep during all of this.
Oh, my God.
Silent and deadly. Silent and deadly.
Ooh, ooh. Okay, sorry, folks. We deviated.
How do you, delegating, hiring a dog walker while you're working, that might be really important.
Oh, God.
Eventually it just comes down to, look, if you want to do all the things, that's great. To build your business, that's great. But you need to know your own strength and your own capabilities. And we all have God-given talents or universe-giving talents, whatever you believe in. Some of them are not, like, for example, while I could give a good massage, I was a terrible massage therapist.
Sure, true, very true.
And so my lane is better business management of massage therapy.
Yes.
It doesn't mean that it's not good that I don't understand how to do it. It doesn't mean that, in fact, it's actually a strength, but know your lane.
Yes.
Know your lane. It's kind of like Ceci does know how to post things on Facebook, the page if she needs to.
No, but I'm not creative in that
It
way.
doesn't matter though. In the pinch, when we absolutely need you to do it and you understand what needs to get done so you know how to hire it. So you do need to understand how your systems and processes work. You don't want it to be where someone understands your computer system more than you do because things happen when that happens.
Yeah, well, we passed that mile marker a long time ago.
Yeah. So
I am going to be held hostage by my front desk management staff at some point.
yeah. So it's just a matter of pick what you're going to choose on, especially if you're still working in the rooms and you're building a business, you can't do both. It's really hard to do both.
Yeah. When you get to a certain point, you can't. And I'm not sure what that number would be for you guys. To me, it became when I had about 3 other therapists. And so used to be when one wasn't working, they'd sit at the phone and answer, and then they got to schedule those. And we were a team. I've always taken that team approach. I believe in teams. But there came that point where we were having a little bit issues, a little bit of questions, a little bit of problems. And honestly, my arms were tiring out because without even trying to do deep tissue. And I didn't have somebody around saying, your body posture is bad. So I was wearing my body out. Now I'm able to slowly back out of it. Well, I'm down to 3 people. And that's a very difficult transition. We'll have to talk about that someday of how you go about doing that. But I had one person in particular who I mentored, Katrina, and she had the business wherewithal to do it, but she couldn't figure out how to get the clients off her table so that she could run the business. And that was her chief complaint. She said, my other therapist won't, they won't go to my other therapist. Well, then you have to make yourself unavailable to your clients. That's the biggie. They will whine, cry, kick, scream, and they will hold you emotionally hostage for years to come. But you just smile and say, I love you so much.
Now go on that other person's table.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, and that's also another form of asking for help. When you're struggling with that, again, it's about control, because in your mind you're thinking, they can't treat my clients the way I do. Well, guess what? They're not going to.
No.
And you've got to let go of that. That is like the biggest thing with all of this stuff. Even like, okay, so you can train a front desk person. I could train them to try to be as bubbly as I am and as cute as I am. I can't do that with like Kristen. She's Kristen.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
She is sweet. She's kind. She gets giggly sometimes, but she's not an extrovert. Mona is an extrovert. Kristen's an introvert.
Right. And she has strengths at the front desk that I don't have.
Yes.
So that's why instead of training her to do it exactly how I would do it or how Lynn would do it or how anybody else would do it, instead what we say is, okay, these are the systems. These are the things that must get done. Get them done in your own way.
And now she's getting very excited. She'll get all gleamy eyed and say, I want to show you something. She'll show me a picture or a caption that she's put or a new Mother's Day type of thing. And she's getting into it. She's making it her own. And that's as you're building your teams and your resources and asking for help. When you do that, you give them authorship into your company, and then they start acting as owners, and you want that, folks. You really do want that. I get so many compliments on my group when they come in of how wonderful they were treated. And now at this point in my life, we had a situation that came up that they were actually way nicer to this woman than I would have been. I would have told the woman to kiss my ass. But they gave her money back and said, we're so sorry, and sent her on the way. And I said, good job, but screw her. We don't want her back again. So they've actually, they're nicer than me now.
And again, they've been empowered to do so.
Yes.
So, and I'm not saying that when you first hire them, you immediately give them the keys. Let's be really clear about that. This has taken about a year of the lyric being there for us to be able to do that.
But let me be clear also. I have said this before. Let me say it again, that I tell everyone that comes in there with massage therapists, I tell them, you're going to come in here. You're not going to satisfy all the clients. When you don't satisfy someone, we're going to sit down and talk about why, but I'm not going to be angry about it unless you've done something really, really, really stupid. With my front desk, with my employees, I always tell them, you're going to screw up. Mm-hmm. You're going to screw up. Acknowledge within yourself right now, you're going to screw up. It will be okay. Right. I will not get pissed off. We will talk about what you did wrong.
Mm-hmm. This is what I've told people when I've trained in the past, whether it's de-stress or retail, in various different forms. But guys, our number one rule, everybody say it right now, fuck with the money. Okay, so what I would tell people, and I got this from Angela from Bath & Body Works. That's actually her line.
Oh, Grandma.
I know. It's very exciting. So whenever I tell them, like, look, there's nothing really you can do that will get you, that will mess this up or we cannot fix it, except don't fuck with the money.
Yeah, don't fuck with the money. We can fix everything else. Now, if you're blatantly, meanly rude to a client coming in for no good reason, we might have a little bit more serious conversation. And Lyric had a few of those moments where he took people coming in and their angst to heart, and he took it personally. And I took that as an opportunity to continually teach them, don't take that personally. Ask yourself, what upset them? Mm-hmm. And he was young. He was only 28. Now he's all of 29. Jesus. But he's a very mature 29. But he's learned. He learned the lesson.
And honestly, at that age, I would have needed the same lesson too.
Yes. That's a hard lesson to learn.
It's a hard lesson to learn. So what we're all telling you is this, is that the first step in getting your time back is asking for help, is delegating those things you don't need to do. Hire a cleaning service to clean your place.
Yeah, I gotta say, I fought that for so long, and it can be costly. You just have to keep trying until you find the right person to clean it. That's been a really biggie. Thank you for mentioning that.
Yeah. Hire out your laundry.
Yeah, when you get big enough.
Yeah.
When you're still a single person, you can do that laundry yourself.
Right.
But when you're up to 2, 3 people, you divide it within yourself. You have people bring in their own sheets. But once you hit a marker where laundry is starting to back up, you need to look at a linen service because they'll base it on how many sheets you're using. And most of them want to invest in a small business because they're hoping you're going to grow.
Which is true, because if you're not spending time doing laundry, guess what you have time to do? Other fun things to make you grow your business.
Yes.
So, yes. So, stop it.
Yes. So those are good areas to ask for help. I was sitting here trying to think of which conversation I was listening to. Y'all know I listen to Super Soul Sunday, or Super Soul Conversations with Oprah. And she had somebody on there. I remember what it was. It was the woman who lost her 3 daughters and her parents on Christmas Eve. And if you've not listened to that, it is a transformative conversation because it talks about vibrations. It talks about energy connections, which I found absolutely fascinating. But one of the things, and this is how I got talking to Ramona about asking for help, was the woman said, now I want y'all to realize she lost everything that meant anything to her on Christmas Eve, everything, at which were lives. But the most important thing she said in that whole conversation was, you need to learn to ask for help. Don't be shy about if somebody says, can I make you a meal? Yes, you can. Yes. So when you folks are out there and you're tired and your clients are saying, I'd like to bring something by for you, some cookies, just to say thank you. Don't say, oh, no, you don't need to do that. Say, thank you. I would love that so much. Learn to let people give to you. My girlfriend and I had this conversation. We're both givers. And I one day looked at her. I said, Lori, we need to learn how to receive, because if we can't receive, then people can't give to us. So we have learned to say, thank you so much, and leave it at that. Don't feel like you've got to say more. You look awesome today. Oh, no, this is an old dress. I don't need this. Thank you. I appreciate that. That makes me feel good. Learn to say those words. They're not bad words.
Agreed. A couple other ways you can ask for help really easily. One of the things we love, we do have affiliate link for this on spapreneur.com and in our community site, Healthonomics. I love these girls so much. They're in Australia. We use them at De-Stress. And asking for help is something as simple as you pay for the subscription, you get to pick the bundles you want, and their social media image is done. And they're beautiful.
She just spoke Greek to me, folks. See, that's why I delegate. I'm going, I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Okay. These girls in Australia make pretty pictures so that massage therapists and skincare and acupuncturists and everybody in our industry can post pretty pictures on social media and get business.
All righty. Okay. All right.
So instead of you fiddling around with Canva or whatever thing you want to try to make your own images, or if you use other people that have provided them that they fiddle around in Canva, they don't look that good.
Look, I'm just trying to figure out how to get a high resolution picture of this guy I said I wasn't going to hire, who now I have hired. That's a whole nother story. We'll talk about that in the next episode. And all we want to do is get one simple high resolution picture, and this is sort of eluding us.
Okay, you know what you do?
Call tomorrow.
Yes. Okay, ask for help.
I knew you were going to say that.
Oh my God. It's $150.
No, I'm not going to pay for it.
He should not. He needs to. But if he wants a freaking picture.
And he's got a beautiful picture on Facebook, and Lyric won't use it because Lyric is creeped by this guy because this guy, anyway, it's a long story.
Oh my God. Okay.
See, be nice to the front desk staff. That's all I got to say.
All right, real quick. I think it's time for an announcement, Sussy. I signed a contract this week for something very exciting.
Okay.
So
what is it, Mona?
October 25th through 27th.
Okay.
It's Spapreneur Live.
Yay!
Okay, so seriously.
Do I get to drink?
Yes.
Oh, yay.
Yes. Washington, D.C., October 25th through 27th. Ceci and I will be there hosting only 35 Spapreneurs for an intimate mastermind. We will be having some great guest speakers. None of them will be in the day spa industry. And that's important to me because I want you guys to get practical business advice from a fresh perspective.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we can get a day spa advice all day long as far as I have this shoulder issue. How do I go about working on it?
No, that's not what we're talking about. This is not this session. No modality talk. None of that. Should I get cupping?
But if one of y'all wanted to stand behind me and rub my neck,
yeah,
the
that
whole
will
time,
let you.
Yeah.
We will totally let you. The esthetician,
I'm all about that
estheticians,
shit.
if you bring me great samples of fun product to try, absolutely. Okay, that is allowed. But so it is going to be a pajama type party. Great snacks, lunches and breakfasts and snacks are included in the ticket price. I do not have a ticket price, but I will say I'm very excited about this. This is our first live event. If it goes well, we'll do more. The next one will be on the West Coast, but we're doing the East Coast this time. One, because it's 3 hours away from our house.
I wish y'all could see my face.
And
I'm like West Coast. They are 3 hours difference than us.
you'll be okay.
Okay. I'm
Look,
a morning person.
You'll be okay. We'll go out a couple of days early so you can adjust.
Oh, no, you just want to go shopping.
Well, yeah. Because San Diego is nice all the time. We can visit Danae.
Oh, okay. Nay.
Yeah, see, I just got sassy. Okay, so anyway, I'm really excited about this. Guys, the only reason this is coming about is because you guys have been such supporters of us. Seriously, you're in the community, and I know that the Facebook group, you're going, Ramona, why are you changing the Facebook group? I'm changing the Facebook group because honestly, guys, I need to focus my time on those people who are invested in Spapreneur.
Yeah, and I read something the other day that said, what's a podcast? Somebody who records their voice and gets to listen to themselves. We don't want to be that podcast. We want to be a podcast that, though we want to entertain you while telling you this mundane stuff, that we make a difference in not just your business, but your lives. And that's important to us.
Yeah, we love it that we know the Erica Olsons and the Joanna Gables and the Denises and all the Beths,
girls,
all the Beths
and boys.
Yes, all the boys too. So just know that we are switching. So the Facebook group now is really to talk about podcast episodes. You guys are more than welcome to post questions and have other Spapreneurs answer, but Lynn and I probably won't unless it's something we really need to interject in.
Sometimes it gets a little carried away, and I feel like I have to yank some of you back down to earth. But
right, that will do. But if you want honest advice directly from us, SpapreneurCommunity.com, we are extending the discount through the end of May. So you could put in 50OFF 50 off. And I know.
It's such a simple
thing, but I spell it out 50OFF. 50% off for life. You can do the lifetime you can do the year annual membership or month to month. We are doing that so that we can, some of you just haven't had the moment to kind of invest in it. But after that, that's it. It's normally $97 a month, and it's well worth it. You get access to the ultimate email course. The entire 31-day challenge is in there. I just uploaded.
That made a huge difference to a lot of them. That was phenomenal. I forgot about that.
Yeah, we have that. We have other workshops coming up. We have a cybersecurity expert coming in to talk to us about that.
And Mona knows how important that one is to me because we've been held hostage.
Yeah, so that's going to be in there. We are going to be having a hiring expert because a lot of you are asking hiring questions, but you know what? The people who get access to that are the people who are invested in it. If you think that makes me greedy, I'm so sorry.
No, it means you're investing in yourself. Hey, and you know what? You can write that crap off.
You can write
IRS.
You can write me off to the IRS. Seriously, you need a no. Someone asked recently, do I get CEUs for this? No. And the reason why is if I were to try to go down the path of CEUs, and I'm qualified to do that because I have a college degree and the things I'm talking about. So technically I would be able to get CEUs. The challenge with that is that I would have to do it the way they wanted me to.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that Mona is completely ruling it out. It's back there in the back of our minds, but life is bigger than CEUs, folks. You can get CEUs all kinds of different ways. But yeah.
It's just I would make more money if we immediately offer CEUs. We would. Because people would just take the classes just to take the classes. That's not what we're about. We want our spa professionals, our spapreneurs to be people who are invested.
Then we'd have to stop cussing.
Oh my God, yeah, and I don't fucking want to do that.
No, I can't stop cussing. I'm sorry. I try not to drop the F-bomb too often nowadays, but no, I'm sorry.
We don't say the two worst words, so that's okay. We never say the two worst words.
The C word
and the N word. Never.
Oh, that's not even a cuss word. That just should be banned. Unless
no one should say it.
No, they shouldn't. But it's not my place. No,
that's right. So we don't say that word. And we don't say the C word. I think we're okay. And the C word is awful.
Yeah.
You have to really make me mad to call you that. Not you personally. I'm just saying in general.
No.
The guy who
I do say the P word though.
Kitty. Well, that's different. That's
All right. That's why we don't do CEU.
That's right, because we couldn't do that, because God forbid, then you can't tell stories about E-Man.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly, because the mother hens will come. The mother hens will come. Oh! Okay, SpaPreneurCommunity.com is where you're going to get information about our membership. Again, the discount code is 50OFF. As soon as I have a landing page for the live event, and again, tickets will sell out for this event. Get them early. People who sign up early will actually get bonus content, which is we're going to form a small mastermind group just for the people attending to get your holiday stuff done, because since we're meeting so late in October, you won't have time to do holiday. So we'll get together your holiday plan in September, so that's out of the way, and that way the event in October is going to be all about you planning your 2019.
Oh, fun.
Very excited. Okay. You got anything else for us, Ceci?
No, I don't think so. I think I'm good to go. I actually woke up during this episode. So
Word.
yay.
Okay, y'all. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Need more actionable steps to get your spa headed in the right direction? Head to Spapreneur.com, where we've got the tools, tricks, and methods to making your spa as successful as it can be. Spapreneur.com.